make Sulunaq, also known as saltfish, you can use any part of the fish that you want. Some people use the heads and they take them and cut them into little chunks. You need to clean out as much of the blood as you can. You can use the bellies, again, squeezing and rinsing out all of the blood, as much of the blood as you can. In the video here, you can see that full fillets were used from salmon, and those had to be rinsed of their blood and rinsed with water to try to take off any slime or scales, any type of debris left on the fillet when it was cut. And they were laid out onto paper towel to just kind of suck up some of the moisture. You don't need to do that, but that's just the way that it was done. This particular person did it for their preparation of their Sulunaq bucket. So you can use rock salt, the same that you use for brining your fish, when you make your brine for your strips and your garnaks and ramatluk and things like that. You can take a bucket. You can use a 5-gallon bucket, a 1-gallon bucket, whatever gallon bucket you prefer. That's just the amount of Sulunaq that you're going to make. And so the first thing you do with your bucket is you line it with salt. You pour salt to cover the entire bottom, about an inch thick of rock salt. And you lay your pieces of fish down on top of that first layer of salt. And you only want to make one layer of fish covering that whole top, that whole first layer of salt. And you can do it skin down, you can do it flesh down. It's really just your preference. And then the next thing that you're going to do is, after you lay that first layer of fish down, you're going to pour another layer of rock salt on top of that fish. And you want to make sure that it's all completely covered. Again, maybe about half an inch to an inch thick, just making sure that all of that fish is covered. And then you layer another layer of fish on top of that layer of rock salt. And again, your preference, if you want it meat down or skin down on the salt, it's really whatever you prefer. After that second layer of fish is put on, you're going to pour on another layer of rock salt. Again, covering half an inch to an inch, just making sure that that entire layer of fish is again covered. And you just complete the process of fish, rock salt, fish, rock salt, until you get to the top of your bucket. And we prefer to leave about an inch of space at the top of the bucket and pour a little bit of water onto it. Some people don't pour water onto the top of their bucket. Again, it's kind of preference. I've done it both ways. I've seen it done both ways. I didn't really notice much of a difference in like preservation, texture, color, or anything like that. And then you just put your cover on it and you store the bucket in a cool, dark place. And usually the Sulunaq buckets are started between June, July, and August, depending on the fish that you've used. And the Sulunaq is usually ready to take out and try in November or December. And that's when the fish it's had enough time to, quote, cook inside of the salt. The moisture is taken out. It's been preserved in the salt. And usually about November, December is when you can start to take your Sulunaq out and eat them.